That looks fun. Anyway, welcome to the championship finale for Formula 3. If you didn't join me, of course, for last weekend's Belgian Grand Prix, spoilers. I won the championship. That should be enough time to prevent anyone getting spoiled. But most of the people that do watch, considering there's no one here at the moment, are the VODs. So if you're watching this VOD, you're most likely you've watched the previous VOD, which is Belgium and the championship finale. So anyway, how is everyone doing? Is Italy ahead of Belgium? Is it on the they're +1, aren't they? They are. Okay. Oh yeah, they're the other way. So practice should realistically be at 9:30. Same with the sprint, and the feature should be at 8:30. And the qualifying should be at 3. Which is roughly where I've got it to, so that's good enough. How much time did I let slip through that one? Oh, it says 0. Okay, that's good enough for me. Pretty glad I got through Formula 3 first try. Can go nail Formula 2 now. Although it's raining at the moment, so we've still got Formula 3 to contest with. Hold on, why is it not saying anything?
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet.
Right, I was going to relay the forecast until he started speaking. So, 89% for the first straightaway. Same for the first 5 minutes.
Top speed is absolutely vital here. There are so many long straights that we want
Can
to
you
run
please
as low a downforce
stop,
setup as we can
Mark?
get away with. Braking points and getting out the traction zones properly is going to be key.
Okay, so 89% again after 10 minutes. Why does it still say up degrees change? 87% chance at 15, 67 at 30, and 48 at 45, so it might end by the end of the session. Short qualifying, 13%. All the way through the session. Race 1, 93% chance of rain. The weather is officially classed as storm. Same for the first 10 minutes until it drops to 91%. Then at 15 minutes, it drops to
Okay, it's
89%.
pretty quiet on track. We should consider getting out there now.
66% at light at 30 minutes. 16% at 3/4 of an hour. Which should be the end of the sprint race. If it's not, 11% chance at an hour. And I don't know why it continues for another hour, but if you want to know, at 90 minutes, 4%, and at 2 hours, 2%. Race 2, the sprint, the feature, it looks like it's going to be in reverse, because it starts off at 11% for the first 10 minutes until it goes to 12%, which is the same at 15 minutes. At 30 minutes, it increases to 30%, at 15%, and then 17% at 45 minutes, and at 1 hour it will reach 50%. I'm talking over Mark now.
You'll get oversteer if the rear tyres lose grip before the front. Usually this will be coming from a lack of
The rain is going to be coming after the feature, 77% at 1 hour 30, and at 2 hours 91%, which is a little bit annoying, seeing as I'm pretty good in the rain, but I should be able to do pretty alright.
The car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change. All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Oh.
approval are behind.
Forgot they don't tell you the lap times in practice and quali.
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Okay, cool. I've got constructors still left to fight, so I need my A game. No idea what that is in the dry though, at the moment. Monza was the only one that I didn't have time to do practice for. This is quite literally the last weekend of F1 24.
There's debris on the tyres. This is going to cause reduced grip until they clear.
I don't need you to tell me that. Yeah, I have no idea what my pace is supposed to be. It's looking good in the wet though. Even with a minor excursion at turn 4. And improved my lap time by over a second. Tyre temp's not looking that good though. Which is weird because it's Monza.
Okay, you need to come in before you run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps. Understood. Stopping this lap.
I can definitely brake at that 100. Definitely risky, but I can definitely do it.
We're seeing the tyres are getting too hot. You need to cool them down. Find some standing water.
It's not even like the line's too dry or anything. I mean, it probably is, look at that. Basically half the track is dry.
Right,
Wow.
in this lap please, box this lap. When driving with the pit assist disabled, you'll need to be mindful of your speed when entering the pit lane. If you hit the limiter line too fast, you'll pick up a penalty. Watch the on-screen prompts that show your target speed and distance to the limiter line. Okay, we can take you this lap.
That's odd, okay. I thought the priority order would sort out eventually, but no. Telemetry app just ignored the fact that I sped into the pit lane. Which is not that good. Because I don't want to be speeding into the pit lane and I want to know where I want to be braking. Although I shouldn't be pitting during the sprint, so it should be fine.
Lap times are dropping. Looks like track conditions are starting to improve.
.7 clear, lost a tenth in the first sector. It's probably at turn 1.
Okay, our best lap so far, 1 minute 41.7.
How am I so much quicker in the final sector? I called it. Ascari. This weekend, the objective is beating Porcher and Martins. Whichever one's the highest of the two of them. Novelek's job is to beat the other one. Make sure that we as a team are scoring more points than them. We are currently 7 points ahead of them, thanks to some penalties in the feature of Belgium.
With 13th in the speed trap, 180.8 miles per hour.
Hopefully I won't need those those points that I gained from the penalty, effectively gained from the penalties, but we'll see. Might be able to get another stint of the rain in, but I don't know if it'll be useful or not. I'll go for it because it definitely
Okay,
could
that's
be.
all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Probably not the full 5 laps that we did in the first stint, but a couple of laps enough to get me acclimatized to this new variation of the setup. Why is there no why is there no blue flag at the pit exit? That's not nice. Whoops. I was just trying to refresh the stream because it was lagging a bit. I'm not even sure what part of the Ascari it is that I'm quicker. A bit of it also comes from Parabolica, or Curva Alboreto as it's officially known. I think. I'm not sure. Yep, definitely first chicane where I'm losing time. Thought it would have been under the braking, but it's under the acceleration. Miney behind was able to get back ahead because of it. Woo! It's too fun. I'm gonna miss being able to turn the F2 cars in the wet with the flick of a wrist when I finally get to the Formula 1. There we go. 4 attempts, that should be enough. Purple everywhere, here I come. Excuse me, where did the time go? Let me get the green. No. One more. Let me get into the 40s.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Holy.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
That's got to be just a track giant, please. Yeah, it has to.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Track's been drying the whole session. There we go, that was good. Little bit annoyed that I couldn't get the 40.9 or whatever it was, would have been. Still pretty good showing in the wet.
Radar showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
Cool. Might be able to play around with the mediums then. We'll see. Ah ha ha, let's go. Novelax up here with me as well. He's gonna drop down in the racer in quali. Speaking of,
best lap so far, 1:41.1.
yes, that is technically speaking of. Monaco qualifying. You should know by now that I am a Charles fan as well as many people online. Especially if you watch the predictions.
Speed trap, 185.3 miles per hour.
So at the moment, I'm feeling pretty good. Cautiously feeling good though. Everything could go wrong in one go, but I'm feeling good. I'm also pretty intrigued as to how the two-stop race is actually going to go. The only other time pits were forced like this was Qatar 23, but that was forced to free stop, and it wasn't
To view
really a free stop,
information
it
on
was
your
more
current
of a
levels of tyre wear and damage,
you
press
must
the
go this
MFD
length
button
on
to
this
open the
tyre.
multifunction display, and then again to cycle to the tyres and the damage screen.
So it'll be interesting. We'll see. Like I said, I am curious as to see how it is actually going to go. I do want to see how it's going to go. That is not the same lap delta. You kidding? Oh yeah, it's broken. Saying mediums are quicker. No one's on the mediums. But they are all easily somehow micromanaging their tyre temps, as we saw from Belgium. Shall we have a look? Is it car telemetry? Yes. Yep, Porsche's temps not changing a single bit. What I am somewhat happy about though is that at least his brake temps are changing. That's something. Into the pits. Interesting. I don't know if it's just because they don't know how to put a pit limiter, but everyone's throttle down the pit lane is 0.07%. Interesting. I wonder if it shows up like that for me though. .48. Only 600ths off. Who's the quickest on the flying at the moment? Bestie. Is that green against me? 31.9. No, it's not. Green against himself. Okay. It's now red against himself. There's new stuff for the telemetry app, which is nice. Haven't done anything for it yet. And when I say that, I mean of course, for F125. I didn't see, did Vesti improve his lap? He did.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. You don't burn out your tyres.
I'm not on track.
Right, our best lap so far, 1 minute 41.1.
Yep, stupid rounding from the game. Still no idea why it does that. Well, no, I do. It takes... Well, if it's anything like how I've been doing it, it takes the real life time. Well, no, it can't take real life time. Because what happens when you accelerate time? Okay, let's just say for now.
We're 22nd in the speed trap, 185.3 miles per hour.
Yeah. Let's just say for now, I do a lap. I take real life time. That real life time is going to go down to more than this 108 millisecond. It's going to go down to microseconds and nanoseconds. What would happen in real life
5 minutes left in this session.
is it would chop off the micro and nanoseconds and round up to the nearest thousandth, because the sensors in real life run every thousandth of a second. So if I cross the line at 1 minute 41 108.108.5, my lap time is technically would then be counted as a 141.109, which I know the game isn't doing, because this way the lap times will always match up, because you'll get the sector 1 time, you'll get the sector 2 time, and most often you will likely work out sector 3 time from best lap minus sector 2. Even if you don't, you've done some math wrong, because it should always get it correct. Let's say you cross the line to start a lap at 0, just for simplicity's sake. You then cross sector 1 at 1,000th plus a half. You then cross sector 2 at 2,000th and a quarter, let's just say. And then you cross the line at the end on 5,000th and a tenth of a thousandth. The times it will actually record are 2,000ths, 3,000ths and 6,000ths. It will instantaneously work out sector 1 time, which will be just 2,000ths. Sector 2 time will be the current time minus the time you cross sector 1, which will then be 1,000th. And then at sector 3 it's going to work out a multitude of things. It's going to work out that the lap time should be 6,000ths, and that the sector 3 time, it can be worked out from a multitude of things. It can be worked out from the time it took from crossing sector 2 and sector 3 line. It can work out from lap time minus sector 1 and sector 2 time. But all methods will give sector 3 time as 3,000ths. Somehow, the game is not doing this. And I'd give it the benefit of the doubt of like, oh,
Okay, so it looks like the track's drying out nicely. It's worth
no,
thinking
that's
about
not the benefit of
revisiting
the
some
doubt.
of the earlier
That's not why I'm
programs to
giving
see if
it
we
the
can
benefit of
improve
the
on the
doubt.
results.
What I mean is that I'm not going to give it the benefit of the doubt of floating point numbers, because I know computers have a problem with that. Because this game works in milliseconds. Like, every data that I receive is given to me in terms of milliseconds, not seconds. So there should be no floating point numbers. And even if there is, real life gets it accurate. Why can't the game? I was actually going to consider going out on the track until I realised how much time is left. Have I really been talking about that for 5 minutes?
Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1:41.1.
And once again I was talking to no one about it. Woohoo. First time since Britain I've been on P1 in practice. Which is looking good, because that was also the last time I was quali-pole. It's been 20th, 13th
We're 20.
since. I say that as if there's more Grand Prix. There wasn't. It was just Britain. It was just Hungary and and Belgium in between. I feel
That concludes an
stupid now
interesting
saying
practice
that.
session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Deruvlak, Novlak, Vishor. Did I say Deruvlak? Huh. That's funny. Still maintaining that 1.5 second gap, which is pretty nice. It'll be interesting to see if I have that going into quali. But before that, I will be going into time trial. In the 30 minutes that I have in between. I'm thinking about it again now. Now that I've won Formula 3, I'm going into Formula 2 in the in-game 2025 season. If I win that first time, I should be going into F1 in the 2026 in-game season on F1 26. I don't think there's a seat available for me. It's still. And it's all because of Franco Colapinto. Honestly, had Franco Colapinto not driven last season, I think I would have been able to weasel my way in at Alpine. Which is incredibly funny. Especially considering I didn't think he'd do that well. But boy, I was proven wrong, and I was right, gladly so. Franco is a talent. I just thought it was interesting why they did it. Because I honestly thought Franco was going to crash again a lot and just be another version of Sargent, basically. And towards the end, it kind of was. Crashed in Brazil, crashed in Vegas. Had a little contact with Ocon in Qatar. So yeah. People believe that's why you didn't get the Red Bull seat. We'll never know. Probably. But if that is the case, then he wouldn't have won Alpine, and I would have been clear to go for Alpine at the end of the Formula 2 for this. Which is annoying, because now I've got to think of a way to either I've got to find a way to somehow force myself to stay off the sidelines for a year. I'll figure something out, I always do. Were they all legendary? Why were they all legend? Why were they? What? Stupid. It's also nice to be happy again with the result of practice and quali. I know quali hasn't happened yet, so I can still be disappointed with it. But it's much better than both Belgium and Hungary were. Nowhere near the completion of the compendium this time. But I will still do what I did in 23 and just pop on the game a couple of times. Make sure that I can complete it. I don't even know. It's similar goals, right? Like, would I even be able to get stickers? Oh, holy. Ooh. That is a lot of critical insight. That is 8 stickers. Right? I am 230 behind. No, I'm not. Well, technically I am. Three, 5, 3. Yeah. Those 30 critical insights would be 8.5 stickers. And considering all the critical insight I have at the moment would only take my 324 to 441, and I still need 124, that would be quite impressive to do. So that's... How many would I need then? That times 4, I'd need 500 critical insight. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. That's nowhere near. Oh, whoops. Now this would be helpful still. However, 30 key insight is not as much. How much would that actually give me? About 0.1 of a sticker. Why does it keep refreshing? And then these give me even less of a sticker. These, however, would be pretty good. I can definitely do these. I'll be doing them in my spare time. Do any of them reward stickers? I mean, they reward fan tokens, which is good. They don't reward fan tokens, it's only that one. It's only this one. That's BS. Okay, that's what? 6? That'd be 60. That's enough to get 10 random... That's technically enough to get 3 random stickers. Only one objective. Interesting, okay. I can't play multiplayer. Hey, I'll try it. Should be able to get there. And plus I get stuff from just doing stuff anyway. Oh yeah, I pre-ordered F125 finally. Which is funny because I won't be able to play it on the Saturday. Because, as I also need to mention, I have a job. It's a Wednesday to Friday job. Wednesday to Saturday job. So, 4 days on, 3 days off. So, streams will probably shift over to Sunday, Monday, just for the summer, until I go back to uni, which then obviously will shift back to the weekend. Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know why I'm checking morning. Morning was already done and it was at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna check afternoon, which is also when quali's gonna be anyway, so yeah, 10 to 3. Perfecto. I will not be repeating that. Should have paid attention. Telemetry up. Funny because I actually said something that time, so normally it picks up. I said something, but it wasn't anything useful when it just shuts up. Oh, that's grip. I might be able to get stickers from Fanzone stuff. I'll have to check that. This is the problem with missing about 50 episodes. $31.9. See if we can get into the mid 31s. I swear that DRS line is later than it normally was. Again, I haven't played this game, this track this year, so it definitely could be. I swear we well past the DRS board before the beat comes. I'm also hitting turn 2's curb a little bit too hard. Yep, too much on that one. Should have trail brake. Or just left off completely. I almost made it as well, so I can do it. 9 minutes till quali. Definitely got enough time for a couple more laps. Twitch on my end is about half a lap delayed. I'd say a third of a lap actually. Okay. If I want to brake at 100, I can't. I have to come off the throttle brake completely at some point. Yeah, you can see a second line after the DRS board, which is where the DRS gets activated. So I don't know why they haven't bothered to move the board, but they can repaint the surface. Twitch is just having a meltdown at the moment. .31.7. All laps split within about a quarter of a second, which is pretty nice. Should be easy pole. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the AI would do. Oh, fan points. Woohoo. That was so unenthusiastic. I'll reset her one because that's the only one that's actually going to give me valuable stuff. The rest can wait. I've got a quali to attend to. Donning? Nope, that's not what it sounds like. Restart. Who would have thought everyone's on super soft? Yep, whoops, okay. Ah, nope, 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 nope. Session's not supposed to start yet. And Twitch has crashed again. Nope, it's back. Why is time of day 00? Apparently it's 12 a.m. at the moment. Doesn't look like it, though, so I'm not sure. In game, of course, not real life. I know real life it's 7:45. To be fair though, I might not get Formula 2 straight away. It might take me 2 seasons. Like Behrman. Or any of the others. I believe Lewis took 2 seasons Formula 2. Max obviously took none. Kimi took 1. George took 1. Charles took 1. Oscar took 1. Gabby took 1.
To view your current tyre, brake and engine
Duran
temperatures,
took like 2.
press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then press it again to cycle through until you reach the temperature information screen.
Yeah, probably not. Probably a good idea to get through straight away. But if I don't need the extra practice,
The track's
then
pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there, get a few laps in.
I can use the 50 odd extra Xbox sessions I had to just try and finish that compendium. And once I do finish the compendium, because I will, I can just... Hopefully it doesn't take all the time. And if it doesn't, hopefully I can just use that for practice. Some circuits I'll be fine, in terms of I won't need the practice. Other circuits, I will. Especially when Formula 2 goes to... like 4 more. Let me look at the Formula 2 calendar. Whilst Behrman does his first lap. So, 2025 season. Oh, that's Formula 3. Which I won't need because I'm not doing Formula 3 again. 29.5. Formula 2. They go to Australia. They go to Bahrain. They also go Saudi, so that's a new one. They go Imola, Monaco, Spain, Austria, Britain, Hungary, Belgium, Italy. They also go Baku, which I am worried about. They also go Qatar and they go Abu Dhabi. So they go all the other Middle East and also Baku. 30.5. I should be fine. Right? I don't know. 31.6. Okay. Pole is not going to be as easy as I thought.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
But I'll try our best. Give it my best. And I've dropped my glove. Not yet, I'm not ready. Ready. Blue flags. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's P19, P19.
Right, here we go. It's fine, tyres are not up to 10 PM. This is just a banker.
We've been pushed down to P19, I'm afraid.
I didn't check the sector times of my lap. Hopefully it's on par. Poor Chair hasn't done a lap, he's doing it now. Still in sector 1 from him. That should have been invalidated, I don't know why it wasn't. (32.1).
The fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 31.5.
6/10, okay. I can do that. Maybe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! Another attempt. Tyres are still good.
Clement's currently in pole position.
Now I just feel bad. Nah, bollocks.
Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:31.5.
Gonna give it one more shot. If not, Clement can just have that pole. Yeah, okay. Phew. Ah. Not enough grip at the front. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't even know I'm used to that. I'm not. I shouldn't be anyway. $16.02 left. I can resume time at 58:58. Which is just over a minute. I will lose this time though. Oh, Martin's is the only ART that's up here. Brilliant. Love that. No, that's perfect. Oh my god. That is brilliant. I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad now. That is perfect. Incredible. Where am I losing time though? I will check that. Even those 2/10 in Sector 1 would not have been enough. I'm gaining 4/10 in...
Right, so far, our best lap, 1 minute, 31.5.
That's incredible. So, it's very close here at the top.
To view current strategy and race objectives, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then press it again to cycle through until you reach the strategy and objective screen.
I can definitely at least do a 31-3. I don't think I'll be able to do it on the second run though. And even if I don't, like I said, I will technically be happy with that. MP might be close to overhauling ART this weekend. I don't think so though, actually.
We're
Hold on,
22nd
how close
in the
are they?
speed trap, 192.1 miles per hour.
Well, I know that's just not correct. Ah, no, yeah. MP are already eliminated from Championship. Free 10.5 kilometers is the quickest. $192.9 apparently. $192.1. I'm not that far off. Oh, but I am. Everyone is in the 192.5s and above. Oh, Lord. How though? I have like great exit. Sorry, Novalak.
Everyone
I
ready?
am going to try and
Okay, let's
take
go.
you off your perch. But if I don't, it would be really cool. The one time it matters for the constructors, he is here. Brilliant. I'd rather it have been all season, but hey hey. Five is too much. We'll see. I'm not going to push on this first lap, I'm going to use it to warm up the tyres. Right, here we go. Get a good line. Launch. Let's go. Well, that didn't work. No. Why didn't I box? Jesus, the stream play is behind. I'm still at Ascari in the stream. Although that is just my laptop. How did I avoid damage there? Yeah, no, tyres are shot. I mean, they're not. But I put too much on the front.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I'm not improving now. Well done, Novelak. How we set the exact same time, I don't know. Pretty incredible.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1:31.5.
Just glad the 2 quali points are going towards us.
Your drag reduction system, or DRS, allows you to gain speed on certain straights. We call these areas the DRS zones. You can use your DRS in these areas at will during practice and qualifying, but in the race, DRS is only available if you're within 1 second of the car in front. The bar at the bottom of your MFD will fill up as you approach the DRS zone, and once it starts flashing, press the
Calvin
DRS
and
button
Rasa
to activate.
are going to finish in the same positions as they finished for practice.
We're 22nd in the speed trap, 192.1 miles per hour.
I am very going to quickly change that setup. Look at when the setups were saved, wow. I think this is the closest Formula
there are
2
2
grid
minutes
it's ever
remaining.
been. Yeah, any time I've played. To be fair, you take me out of the equation, it's pretty close most of the time. When I'm not on pole. When I am on pole, take me out. It's pretty close usually. Still pretty wide gaps at the bottom though. What happened, Portier? What the hell are you doing at the back? Don't you know you got a constructors to fight still? Oh, Novelak's going again. Please don't ruin this, Novelak. Please. I know I tried it. Actually, no, go ahead. I've already got my screenshot. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Mainly because you're an AI and I can't. They just started their laps.
Okay,
Just finished. Okay. No improvement from Novak.
Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Surely that's not the first time I've seen a pole like that. Surely. I'm not going to comb through all the footage though. Just making sure that the quality is correct. Novalak, Stanek, Hauger, Iwasa, Deruvla, Benavides, Vesti, Martins, Correa, Codil, Dillon, Behrman, Vishore, Fittipaldi, Hajar, Leclerc, Maloney, Miney, Crawford, Boschon, Nissani, Poitier. Incredible. Still need to work on Sector 1 though. Especially if I'm last in the speed trap, which I don't understand. 21:30. But it's wet anyway, so I'm fine. For the sprint, where I'm going to be starting 9th, so that's great anyway. Yep, both grids are set up. No penalties to speak of this time, which is good. I'm just going to put all of them in fan liaison because I don't care about any of the other ones that they give. They're not that useful. In fact, they're not useful at all. I don't think I've ever manufactured a piece at all. See, if I would have known that, I probably would have chose mostly fan liaison ones. Help complete 50 fan zone room shared goals. Is that what these are? Fan zone share goal. Okay. There's like only 2 of us that are doing stuff. Wow. What about the drivers' championship stuff? Yep. Just us 2 again. I was supposed to do quali at 8 o'clock, wasn't I? Oh well, I'll start doing some of the fan zone goals. After they update the championship. So, time to update the championship then. Before I do a couple of races of series, maybe. Depends. I love how it kept trying to get me to do... Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting my critical insight. It kept giving me legendary stuff, which I just threw away because they weren't that good. And also it gave me stickers. I can't use any of it because money also helps create the insight stuff. And of course, that was a duplicate. At least with the critical insight way of getting stickers, they're not duplicates. Okay, championship update then. We are, of course, champion by 63 points. Nothing changed there. Martins is still third by 21 points and can be eliminated if Pourchaire outscores Martin by 5 points. Unlikely, Pourchaire's at the back. Behrman and Deruvla can also be eliminated from P3 as long as they don't outscore Pourchaire by a point and 2 points respectively. Unlikely, Pourchaire is at the back. Vesti in 6th has no longer been able to finish second for a while, but can be eliminated from third if he does not outscore if Martins does not outscore Vesti by 11 points. So basically Vesti has to win the sprint. Same with Awasa because they're on level points. And Correa in 8th has to win the sprint as well against Behrman, who has to score no points for Correa to still have a shot. Helga is 9th, Fittipaldi 10th, Leclerc 11th, and Novalak 12th. Novalak can be eliminated if Vesti beats Novalak by 9 points. Unlikely. Novalak is starting in the points. No, he's not. Never mind. Quite likely. Vesti can also eliminate Benavides from who's 13th if he outscores him by 2 points. Miney has to outscore Vesti by a single point to stay within chance of Vesti's P6. Doing in 15th needs to outscore Correa by 7 points to stay within a shot of 8th. Hajar in 16th needs to outscore Hauger by 9 points to stay within a shot of 9th. Vachon needs to outscore Benavides by 6 points to have a shot with his place in 13th. Cordeal needs to outscore Miney to stay within a shot of Miney's 14th. Doohan needs to level points with Maloney to eliminate him from his 15th. And Crawford and Boschon both need to outscore Doohan by 2 and 6 points to stay within a shot of Doohan's 15th. Over in the Constructors, no one has been eliminated since quali, of course, but we do extend our lead by 9 points, which is a healthy lead, especially with Pourchaire down and out of it, even though Martins is somewhat up there for the sprint. We're both up there for the feature, so it's going to be plain sailing for us. Kramer can eliminate Dams from their 3rd position if they beat them by a single point, and Dams can eliminate VAR if VAR don't outscore them by 6 points. Speaking of Van Amersfoort, they can eliminate Campos, High-Tech and Invicta, swap Invicta and High-Tech around for this, and they have to do so by 8, 5 and minus 6 points. So High-Tech need at least 6 points to beat Van Amersfoort, and Invicta need to Van Amersfoort need to outscore Invicta by 5 points at least. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. So yeah, it's looking good. Incredible that Pourchaire can technically still be susceptible to dropping 2nd. He could in fact technically drop down to 5th, which would be funny and unlikely though. You know, with 21 gap to Martin, a further 6 to Behrman and a further 1 to Ruvler. But stranger things have happened before. Yep, okay. What's going to give me the most good stuff? Ten insight. 10 insight. 6 insight. 12 insight. 12 insight. 12 insight. What about any of these? 18 in sight. How long is this race? It's not going to tell me. Okay, well I'm just going to do these backwards. Ooh, 24 cars. Who would I be replacing? I'd have to pick O'Sullivan. Would I be comfortable being a... Very short. Okay, that's fine. As if this isn't going to be on like 20 AI.
It's Sunday, and that means it's race time here at Silverstone. Here is the grid for today's race, which will be...
That was weird. I keep forgetting Gabby used to be a McLaren Academy driver. These cars have grip, holy.
job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row.
Oh,
Beautiful
it was a
stuff.
3-lap
Keep it
race.
going. Gap to your teammate behind, 15.6 seconds.
It's going to be funny, anyone that just pops into the stream now. They're just going to see the title say Italy, and I'm here on Silverstone.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
No, I didn't hit the curb hard enough. I forgot about that.
Oh, mate, you're out there in a class of your own. That was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I don't care. Why did I have a Williams suit?
Brilliant stuff from ART today. An amazing race today and a very well deserved.
Well, it's been glory for some, less so for others. But who knows? The tables
But
might
the
turn next time out. Plenty more races to come this season, so join us again. It's F1 World.
What's Crofty doing here in F2? I still think my audio is delayed compared to the stream, as in gameplay. Hey, there we go. Stickers. Fan points. Ooh. There we go. That's how I do it. Probably got enough time for one more. What one should I do? Oh, there's only one objective for this one. I should probably finish this one. Oh, no. Wrong teammate. Haven't played the F1 cars in a while. Don't know how this is gonna go.
Okay, let's see if we can get the car up into P9. P9 by the end of the race, please.
I will give you by the end of lap 1. Ah, where's... Come on, Alex, get on with it. Come on, lads. Get on with it. Maybe I won't give it to you
We
running
can
into
now
lap
use
1 then.
DRS. DRS now available. Okay, you're in the top 10.
What's Max doing in the P7?
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Double dive bomb, let's go.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Is that
Okay,
a
good
Ferrari I
work.
spy
Great
in
pass.
P1? Excellent news.
Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going.
Why'd you give me the space? Only an idiot would give a driving... Only an idiot would give the attacker some space. It was Checo's, to be fair. I mean, Checo's wasn't that bad. It's obviously the car. I hope Yuki does well this weekend. It's Monaco though, so I have no idea. It feels like more grip, but it also doesn't.
Okay,
It's
this is your
weird.
final lap of the race. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.6 seconds.
I'm not used to the speed anymore. Logie Sarge for the win. Here we come. Way up. Oh, it's not even Logan Sargent, is it?
Yeah, I'll take that. You smashed that target. Well done.
Oh well. I'm not going to finish another race in time.
Japanese
So I will
Williams have
just
put in an incredible.
update all
It's not where you
the
start, it's where you finish. So even though it might have been a disappointing start to the season,
Oh, come
for
on,
some,
Charles.
there's plenty of time to rise through the rankings as we continue in F1 World.
Is that not the last one? Is there one more? Oh, there's still one more. Finished it off, there we go. Apparently there was only one clean lap during that. Funny. Was that all for one person again? At least deleting stuff gives you insight as well. Gives you insight and money and stickers randomly. What more could you want? Non-duplicates, that's what more I could want. Jesus. That was a lot. I was hoping the extra one would be stickers, but no. No, that's not what I was hoping for, but okay. Well, that is that for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, join me again tomorrow for the sprint and feature for the final time on F124. I won't be doing any F1 World stuff. There's no time in between the races. Maybe a little bit of time in between the races, but still. So yeah, most of them will be done in my spare time. But other than that, Charles is getting pole. Enjoy the rest of your day. If Charles gets pole, it's the win as well. Maybe. I don't know. The 2-stop rule tomorrow could be interesting. We'll see. But I'll reconvene tomorrow about a Charles pole. Yeah? Sound good? Okay. See you whenever. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.